Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the Tulane Green Wave taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Rice Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Rice Owls offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st down here for the offense. Takes a handoff. It's Hughes. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Softened them up with a run. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's McClure. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, and a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those 1st down markers and get that 1st down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Thompson wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Rice rushes to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. This offense has a second down play. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll keep it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Pass interference, defense.
Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI. and it'll be first down for this offense. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Nowhere close on that one as he got nailed trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wide out in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker or get it.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to him again. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Here comes the offense on second down. Thompson to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He'll just keep slinging it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. and the field goal unit is on the field. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. They'll immediately call timeout. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Took them nearly the entire first half, but finally a red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Makes the grab. It's Falk. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Owls trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Coming after it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
A loss of 14 on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Field goal is good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, we'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Thompson wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rice. What a great play by the defense of paying it off with the interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is...
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it, and he can go with it. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything,
and that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rush.
Going for it all. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. Offense getting set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Breaks the tackle. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense deep.
And they get the sack just like that.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Thompson to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan. The offense just has not been able to counterpunch. Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Now they'll run it on the toss. Jukes his way for more. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Rice rushes to the line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
He looks that one in nicely. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Hilton. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Owls. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over UTSA.
He'll pull it on the read.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Alexander. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Three consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result,